When I read this verse, I knew I was going to be wealthy because this verse showed me the formula for how to grow my capacity. Everyone is already doing 100% of who they currently are. So in other words, everyone is already maxing out the current version of themselves. So if you want to do more than what you're currently doing and ultimately have more, you first have to become more. And I learned this from Myron Golden. God actually reveals this in the first book of the Bible. This is the first command God ever gave to mankind. Not the first commandment, the first command in Genesis chapter 1, verse 28. God says, "Be fruitful, do multiply, replenish the earth, subdue it, and have dominion." So God gave us the sequence in Genesis chapter 1 for be, do, have. And the problem is too many people want to skip straight to the having part at the end, but they neglect that in order to have more than what you currently have, you first have to do more than what you're currently doing. And the only way you can do that is by becoming a greater version of yourself. You have to grow your capacity. You know, my wife has this thing where she always says, people are just being themselves, So anytime someone upsets me, she'll say, babe, people are just being themselves. Anytime someone disappoints me or falls short of my expectations for them, she'll say, babe, people are just being themselves. And there's so much truth to what she's saying. She's saying basically don't take it personal because everyone is already maxing out the current version of themselves. Your growth will always stop where your capacity does. One thing I tell people all the time is you don't get what you pray for. You get what you are prepared for. God gave us the literal blueprints for increase in the first book of the Bible. Genesis 1:28 showed me that if we want to have more, we have to become the type of person that God can trust with more. More wealth, more responsibility, more influence, whatever it is that you're asking God for. Your growth will never exceed your capacity. And if you need help growing in that area, go ahead and drop a follow because this is all I talk about, becoming the type of man or the type of woman that God can trust with more. My name is Zach. This is Net Worth. Like I said, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and drop a follow. Also, this is my only account. I hope this video helps somebody and have a blessed night.